Onenessville. Heaven Letter number 4590. June 19, 2013. Sometimes my messages reach you so strongly, and sometimes my messages seem to be immersed in the fogs of mist, there somewhere, yet hardly seen, almost yours to guess. Who is guessing, and who is telling? It is from me that my messages arise, and it is also from you that they arise. As you hear me, you hear yourself. As I show you, you show yourself. If there is oneness, and I assure you that there is, then there is oneness and oneness alone. Or we would say that you and I are a kind of combination. One of us is a ventriloquist of sorts. Who pulls the strings, and who speaks, and who answers? One and the same. Who is God and who are you are the same question. And the answer is the same answer. There is no prevarication. In terms of earth, we are an insoluble mystery. In terms of heaven, oneness is understandable. It is no mystery at all. There is one hand that writes, and one heart that reads, one heart that everything is and nothing but. We are one accountable. There is no difference between us except in your perception, this perception that you have held dear. Here's what, beloveds, if I may call my oneself beloveds. There is one love, and that's it. All the ragged details are naught but details. Love exists, and that is perfectly enough to know. One heart exists, and one heart, in the form of you, goes off on tangents. You go off on a trail that doesn't exist. All the questions you have do not exist because, deep within you, all is known. Deep within you, you know everything. There isn't anything you don't know and understand and love. For God's sake, you love. For God's sake, this elusive love lives. You dance around the world, and you sing, and you listen to your entry and you watch your dance, and you are mystified so far as you allow yourself to know. I can say it 100 times or 1,000,000 times. I have, and, still, the optimum sense of oneness eludes you. You're off to the races, and you still think you stand still, isolated somewhere. You are in full bloom, and you think you are waning or waning. Oh, if only you would right now know the essence of you, and claim it, and be it, and love it as if there were no other game in town. Ultimately, there is not. Ultimately, you live in heaven at the same time as you think heaven is far away or not even extant. If there is oneness, where else can something be but in Onenessville, most often referred to as heaven or paradise or where you long to be? Where you long to be, you are. There is no pit of your stomach. There is no fear to be lodged there. Oneness is, and oneness does, and there is a whole lot of ado about nothing or whoop-dee-doo about what you immerse in as life, when life is something else altogether. How could you be so fooled? You are oneness, and you embrace multiplicity as though multiplicity alone exists instead of oneness. Oneness is all, and all is oneness. Oneness alone exists. The rest is fiction, and yet, I, the one of us, also give tribute to the wild imagination that indemnifies fiction. What a story is written! What a story is told! What a story is lived by one heart beating on earth, one heart, one beat, one love, one eternity, one infinity, and that is all that is, and it is enough for all time, the time that does not exist yet seems to. www.heavenletters.org